What's going on, guys? I'm back with another recap of today's price action. Today's AM session was kind of lackluster, may I say the least. Nah, but for real. Alright, so, anyways, overnight, if you want to look right here on the left, in Asia, we ended up pushing up crazy. Then we ended up pushing back down, basically the whole move. And London looked like we kind of got a reversal, but there is really nothing for us to reverse off of, except we did. I'm looking here at the right now. We did take previous day low on ES and failed to take it on NQ, which formed a SMT. And from there, I did want to see us be bullish, but I don't know. I had two kind of conflicting bias here because we did leave this huge fair value gap. And if you don't know what a fair value gap is, basically it's a three candle pattern. So it would be this, it would be candle 1, 2, 3, and the fair value gap would basically be the gap between candle 1's low and candle 3's high. So if you see how these, I'm gonna just draw a square really quick. I used to draw squares, but I don't know, I don't really like it. It takes up too much space, or it just clouds the chart. But yeah, that would be the whole gap right there. But yeah, that would be the gap right there. And basically, those gaps act as like a magnet to price, and usually price likes to bounce off of those, and that's usually what I like to take trades off of. But like I said, there was an SMT down here, and when you get an SMT, usually price doesn't really revisit the SMT if it's valid. So as you can see, sometimes the market does this thing where it gives you good reasoning for both sides. So that's really when you want to avoid the market and not put on too much size, which is basically what I did today. I just lowered my risk, and yeah, so that's what I saw in the morning when I had woke up. And around the market open, which is here 9:30, it was kind of similar to yesterday. We had a 15-minute gap down here. Let me show you guys that real quick. 15-minute gap. If you once you are able to see it really quick, the gaps, they just stand out like a sore thumb. But anyways, yeah. Market open. We fell into this 15-minute gap, and from there, I zoomed into the lower time frame, and this is an entry model that I like to take. It is a CISD, which is basically, a lot of you guys aren't going to get this on the first go, but the last series of down close candles that tapped into a PD array, which would be the 15-minute gap. Once we close above those, that's when I would look for an entry. And basically, it was right here. I don't know why. I think I ended up entering there. But yeah, I ended up looking for longs here because I didn't want to see longs because of the SMT. It was a higher time frame. What do you call it? Confluence, I guess. So that's what I did want to see. So I did want longs for a bit, but we just ended up ranging. As you can see, like here we just went sideways. We didn't really do anything. We just went up, down, up, down, up, down, but it didn't really choose the direction. So I ended up getting stopped out at break even. So this was basically a free trade. Didn't lose anything, didn't make anything. And yeah, from there I kind of was like, it doesn't look like price wants to go up. So one sec. What the heck's up with this? Okay. Yeah, it didn't look like price wanted to go up, and then I noticed that we had a lower time frame SMT here on the 5-minute. Where was it? Right here. Yeah, right here. Look, I didn't even draw it out. Yeah, and like with these things, the more you see the charts, the easier it is to spot them out. It's kind of different in live time, but the more you view the charts the more you'll be able to, they'll stick out to you. So basically, I saw this SMT, which is a bearish signature in price, and especially we're in that big 1 hour gap that I had mentioned earlier. I'm gonna draw it out again just so you guys can see. Okay, back to the 5 minute. So yeah, look, see, we were in that gap, and from there I wanted to see a bearish CISD, which is the same thing I explained down here earlier. This is really like the only entry model I use. And yeah, you see we got that CISD displaced, came back, retested it, and then from there we ended up pushing lower. And honestly, this like big move down was really random, but usually I'd like it to move down at least to London lows. But like I said earlier, we had an SMT down there, so usually when SMTs are valid, they don't get revisited. So yeah, those were like the only trades I took today. After that, we ended up just reversing that whole move again, which is a little crazy. And we left these London lows intact. Yeah. But let me show you guys my executions. Sorry if I'm like rambling. I need to like slow down. I feel like I'd be talking too fast sometimes. So yeah, here you guys can see the first trade I took. I'm gonna go over the first one again. Oh, my computer is really slow. Oh my god. But yeah, I ended up entering around there. And I did want to see these highs up here. The reason I wanted to see those highs was because, oh my god, it was actually a 4 hour candle high. Actually, I'm lying. It wasn't. Maybe 6 hour candle. Not even that. Okay. I guess I just wanted to see those highs. Yeah, but I did want to see those highs just because I wanted to see them for a reason. I forget why. I think they were just, oh, okay, some buy side up here. But yeah, I did want to see those highs, but we never ended up reaching them in the AM session. Right now we're currently in Lent session. After we got that big dump, we ended up just reversing crazy and ended up tapping that perfectly. You can't make this stuff up. But anyways, I did try these shorts right here. I did try them twice. The first time I got stopped out. Second time I ended up hitting. Yeah, my cells were down here somewhere. But yeah, I guess that's all for today's recap. I don't know. I gotta get my thoughts together better, but let me know if you guys have any questions. I will be making more videos. Right now I'm just trying to like plan everything out. But yeah, leave questions if you want me to go over anything or go deeper into things in detail. And yeah, thanks for watching. This video is kind of short, but I threw a little bit of sauce in there, you know? So yeah, stay tuned and stay safe. Deuces.